Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing the fan movie review. So I really enjoyed the film. I think it's one of Shah Rukh Khan's best movies, and we both have always been Shah Rukh Khan fans.
Huge fans, like since
yeah. Says I don't know, I definitely related to the film. I really enjoyed the movie. It's something that's so different. I've never seen him do something like this.
In general, anybody.
Yeah,
it's a really
exactly. Every frame, everything about the film, it shows how much work has been put into it and just the effort that they've made to put this movie together. We watched the making of this movie.
Oh my god, that makes you appreciate it so much.
Exactly. It's a movie that you walk out of the theater still thinking about the characters after the film.
Cinematography is beautiful. Especially the opening scene,
and I think it took a lot to not even put in any songs.
It's completely different from anything that Bollywood has ever done, or even would dream of doing. Because the main things that attract people to Bollywood movies is the musical aspect of it, the romance and stuff. And this movie is exempt from all of that, pretty much.
I didn't even miss the Bollywood songs, to be honest. And I mean, we've grown up with Bollywood movies, so we're used to the songs and dance and all of that stuff. But not for a second was okay, can they break out into the songs now? Let's talk about Shah Rukh Khan's performance because, oh my god.
Yeah.
He did so freaking amazing.
You completely separate the characters. You can't be oh yeah, this person who's playing Gaurav is the same person playing Aryan Khanna.
It's one person that's playing both of these characters, and not for a split second does it even cross your mind that they're the same person, because he played them so well. I mean, first of all, to play a superstar that's nothing like him is incredible, because clearly Aryan Khanna's life is modeled after Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, that was I didn't really like Aryan Khanna because he didn't have the SRK spark.
In this movie, because it's such a risky thing to do to base it off of his life and his career, that they knew that they couldn't just make it about Shah Rukh Khan. So I think that they made a great decision. He reinvented himself in a way in this movie, and that's why it's so special, because we've never seen him like this. I think he did an amazing job, incredible. We got choked up in so many scenes.
Yeah, especially because of Gaurav. He was the way he played him is unreal to me, because he's a 50-year-old man.
He played a fan to the T.
Yeah,
how
a 25-year-old, and he, the way he moves and his body language, everything, the way he talks is perfect. Yeah. And you really feel this is just this young kid, who's so in love with this actor, and this is how his life is playing out. And you never for a second think that, oh my god, this person's not even a separate person. Or is a separate person.
Now we're gonna get into the spoilers. Here's my take on certain scenes. First of all, there's a scene where Gaurav, he kind of really gets belittled by Aryan Khanna, and he's kind of shunned out of his life. He tells him that you go on with your life, I'll go on with mine. Forget that this even happened. And for a kid that's admired him all his life and grew up with him and has this connection, this bond that he can't even explain to his family or his friends or the girl he likes or anybody for that matter, and him kind of being told this is devastating, because you clearly see the passion and love that he has for this man that's his idol. I mean, imagine having that, a one-sided love story, and even after finding out that the star feels that way about you. To Gaurav, there's only Aryan Khanna. To Aryan Khanna, there's Gaurav as just another fan. And I think that's what hurt me the most. I loved a lot of the scenes between Aryan Khanna and Gaurav. Whenever Aryan Khanna was distraught or something would go wrong and he would get a call from Gaurav, I really enjoyed those scenes. I thought I don't know, they were really intense.
Yeah, it was chemistry when they were speaking. It didn't just feel their words. You know how sometimes you watch a movie or a show and you feel they're just saying words to each other, there's no meaning behind it? It was never like that.
Yeah, it was intense. Yeah. It was you felt every word.
The opening.
The opening was amazing.
I loved the opening. His parents are the best parents in the world, first of all. When he's putting on this show of playing Aryan Khanna and doing the little bit. And I love how it's so cute and carnival-y, and you see how his parents they support him, but they kind of don't understand it.
But they support him.
They support him so much, regardless.
That scene when he's imitating Aryan Kanna, and he's doing all those dances. I remember when I first saw that movie, like literally my eyes were like, oh my, like glued to the screen. It showed that a lot of money was spent on this movie. Clearly, I mean, obviously. Yeah. You know when he goes into his apartment, one of my favorite scenes because the way you see the intensity in his eyes and like the passion and love is being present in the same place that Aryan Kanna once was. I like was really emotional because I was like, oh, like he really does care for this guy and his intentions are not bad.
I think everything leading up to that.
Yeah,
too.
of
like
course.
When he's on the train, he comes to like see his ticket and he's like, I'll give you the money, but I don't want to go with the ticket. I just want to do it just like he does. And he's like, I'll give you this money, but I just don't want like. I think that shows his innocence a lot. I'm a huge fan of Shah Rukh Khan, but not to the point where she literally is going.
I love him so much.
But like when he was like yelling his name and the fact that he didn't look at him, I don't know, like that was intense to me.
I think that's when it turns to that moment where
he realizes he needs to go.
He realizes he has to do something to get noticed. He kind of finds out about like the whole incident, and he goes to him. He has him beaten up,
and I wasn't like, oh my god, you're such an asshole. I wasn't thinking.
Really,
I really wasn't.
I thought that the entire time. From that moment,
I didn't think Aryan Kanna was like out of line or such a jerk until in like the last scene. Like even after everything that happened, and he says you can say all this, but you can't apologize. He still doesn't.
Aryan Kanna, when I actually did like him, was towards the ending, telling everybody that he is responsible for all the destruction.
And the whole town like hates him because they think like, oh, he's being Aryan Kanna. But they're really angry, and then he's like, he takes that moment to kind of clear his name, which was actually smart. And at first I didn't see where they were going when he's like, I love you and stuff. I didn't get it. And Gaurav's watching and he gets really angry. So upset.
So shoots
that
the gun
moment,
at them.
like
Was
that
scary.
was scary. I was afraid of him because he looked like a crazy person. Like
he didn't apologize to him first of all, which I just feel like is his fault completely.
That is his fault.
That
like if somebody was literally about to
why would you not do that?
You're holding onto their hand, like the first like just say sorry, like okay, sorry, like that's literally what.
Or say I'm so sorry, like okay, if it meant that much to you. And then they start. There's another chase, and that chase I think was one of the best ones. The first one and the last one were my favorite.
Then they show after death scene that Aryan Kanna, it's like his birthday again, and
that was
like screaming for
amazing.
Together as like one clunk of like a person, but they're individuals and they have their
they have their own lives, they have their own stories, how they connected, and he
kept putting them together like, okay, this is just what you want.
But then you do see that part where Gaurav comes out and like he's smiling, and that part is so emotional because you see him and it's like in that moment you think he's happy being there, even though he went through all of that. He's still, I'm not gonna, this is so ugly.
Take a deep breath.
Even though he went through all of that, he's still he's still a fan. I don't know, that's how I felt. Or maybe, or maybe he
did kind of seem like adoring. Like he still adored him, but kind of like, okay, now you kind of understand. Kind of looks at him and he's like, realizes like, oh crap, like look at what I did and I'm responsible for this person. In that moment when it's literally life or death and you're the last person that he's seeing, that he's speaking to, and you have the opportunity to save him, all you have to do is say one word. He doesn't take that.
This is really emotional. You guys should definitely go watch this movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below of other videos that we should do, any reviews or even trailer requests. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to this channel. And I don't think we have anything else to say, so we'll see you in our next video. Bye guys.